You're welcome back to the chat right here on Channel One TV with me, Akol Kumsin. You can find me on all social media platforms at PK_Kumsin. Kumsin spelled with a double N. I mean, just gone by, we had a conversation with Sister Fia, who says she loves her girls and she's actually admonishing all women to stand up, be firm, and actually war on and forge on. And ending the conversation, or right now, we're about to have a conversation with Pam Abe, who is the project lead for Women Summit and Expo. You're welcome to our studios, Pam.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Weekend? I'm doing fine.
So far, so good.
I'm a sign and a wonder. I like to say that a lot.
Awesome.
Nice one.
Okay.
Can you tell us all about the Women Summit and Expo? Why Women Summit and Expo in the first place?
Okay. Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah.
And thank you to your esteemed viewers for tuning in to this very momentous topic on gender equality in Ghana.
Yeah.
So let me also acknowledge the convener who doubles as the CEO of Charterhouse Productions, in the person of Mrs. Teresa Ayuade, for making this happen. And then congratulations to our very first female vice president, Honorable
then I can understand where we are going with this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Honorable Jane Nana, Honorable Professor Jane Nana Opoku Ajiman.
Yeah.
And then the very first female president of the Ghana Bar Association of Ghana, in the person of Mrs. Efua Gati, and all the outstanding women who are shattering glass ceilings in Ghana. This is for you.
All right.
So this year's International Women's Day theme is Accelerate Action. And this is a bold reminder that gender equality cannot wait. So at the National Women's Summit and Expo this year, we are driving conversations around policy advocacy, implementation, and then women economic empowerment. Yes. So this is what we are driving at. And for this year, being the 7th edition, we are focusing on our sub-theme, which is making the affirmative action law a reality for women in business, for women in public and private sectors, for women in business entrepreneurship, women in creative arts, and then for the youth. Now, the affirmative action law, the National Women's Summit is excited to sit on it again because we played a pivotal role in its passage. Because last year's summit, we attained this achievement by, we believe we attained this achievement by facilitating this through senior high school girls who handed over some petitions to some parliamentarians at the summit. So we believe that we played a role in this.
Where would this be happening? When is it happening? And I mean, how do people get to be part of it? Is it only limited or exclusively for women, or men can also be part?
Okay, thank you. So it's happening on the Friday, 7th of March, 2025 at the Accra International Conference Center, the Grand Arena. Yes, from 9 a.m. until 8 p.m.
Wow, it's a whole day affair.
Yes, and it's packed. So it's open, it's free to attend. There's a registration on our social media pages, the National Women's Summit and Expo Ghana. You can register there as well. And it's open for our men because we cannot do this without our men. Yes.
So men can also be there. All right. Any numbers for people to call for them to be part of this?
Okay. Can I pick it
Yeah,
up?
you can pick up your number. Okay, I think it's even on our screens. 0245 656 239 or 0507 484 342. Before we go, I mean, your final words and a few people you want to say thank you to before we go, because my director is like literally in my ear.
Okay. So we have there's this new thing coming up, the industry spotlight, where this year we are spotlighting women in agribusiness. Then we are having speed mentoring sessions and career guidance for the youth. So the call to action is that we are inviting all women in all sectors, corporates, all sectors, to come rally with us and let's move from policy to action to ensure that women's efforts are not put behind the curtains. So yes, thank you so much for having us here. I look forward to having you.
I mean, some few guests that will be there.
Yes, so we'll have our keynote speaker, the very first female president of the Ghana Bar Association.
Wow.
And then the convener of the Affirmative Action Law Coalition Center in the person of Mrs. Sheila Minka Premo.
Oh.
So come, it's packed.
That's nice. You have to be there.
Yes,
I mean,
you
it's
have
going
to
to be
be
happening
there.
at the Grand Arena on the 7th of March from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. It's a whole day affair, so just go. But will there be some chop since it's a whole day?
Yes, of course. We'll have some happy hour and networking, so be there.
All right, so be there because they really
Yes.
Let's make sure we have a good time there on the 7th of March. It's going to be a fantastic ceremony or service, I would like to call it that way. But yeah, thank you very much, Pamabe, for being here with me, and also to everybody who has actually put their shoulders to the wheel to make sure this happened. My name is Akol Kumsin. I've been your host for today on Their Chat. Make a date with me next week as we have another exciting, informative, and entertaining show on Their Chat. Like I said earlier, shout outs to you, Desi, and to the family. See you next week.